I live on a very busy street in my town, and oftentimes I'm standing outside on my front porch watching the cars drive up and down, exceeding the speed limit. But what I notice is people inside the car is not restrained, and their children are not restrained. How many times have you picked up a newspaper or watched the news and seen a horrible accident, and then the line reads, they were not wearing their seatbelt? In the state of Missouri, according to the DMV website, Missouri DMV website, all drivers are required by law to wear seatbelts, and if you possess an intermediate driver's license, everyone in the car has to wear a seatbelt. These are reasons why you should wear it, besides common sense. According to Edgar Schneider and Associates website, the risk factors are reduced 45%. The risk of fatal injuries are reduced by 45% if you wear a seat belt. Moderate to critical injuries are reduced by 50% if you're wearing a seat belt, and injuries and fatalities to backseat riders is reduced by 73% if you're wearing your seat belt. If you're not wearing your seat belt, you're 3 times more likely to be ejected from the car. And 3 out of 4 people that are ejected from the car end up dying from their injuries. The leading cause of death for people ages 5 to 34 is car accidents. It's important to be a defensive driver because you can't control what other motorists do. So you only have control of your car, but you need to pay attention to your surroundings and signs of aggressive drivers, road rage, erratic behavior, stuff like that. Even if, it's always important to wear your seatbelt even if you're driving a few blocks from home, because 52% of car accidents happen within a 5-mile radius of your house. According to the website 6 Whys, the top 6 reasons for car accidents in this country, the number 1 is driver distractions, and the top 2 of those are texting and rubbernecking, gawking out your window, paying attention to what's going on outside of your car than you actually controlling your car. Other passengers and adjusting the radio. The second one is driver fatigue. It causes around 100,000 accidents a year, and the greatest risk time for driver fatigue is between 11 p.m. and 8 a.m., and then between noon and 12. The third leading cause of accidents is drunk drivers. They killed approximately 17,000 people in 2004, and that equals 1 death every 30 minutes. 53% of weekend crashes are at the hands of a drunk driver. The fourth leading cause is speeding, and speeding has like a multi-tiered effect on car accidents. It reduces the stop time for you to avoid a crash. It increases the risk of a crash, and it also makes the crash more severe. The fifth leading cause is aggressive driving, which is road rage, and signs of road rage are tailgating, flashing lights, weaving in and out of lanes erratically, rude gestures, failing to yield, and like flashing your headlights out of frustration. And weather. Lastly, weather. Rain, snow, sleet, fog, high winds all have an impact on driving. And you can reduce the risks of a car accident by allowing enough time for your car to stop, pull over if you're uncomfortable, and don't drive if you don't have to, if the weather's too bad. According to the Kansas Department of Transportation website, the 3 top excuses for not wearing a seatbelt is, number 1 is, I'm traveling at a low rate of speed, so I don't need to wear a seatbelt, but the truth is 80% of accidents happen at speeds under 40 miles per hour. The force of an accident at 30 miles per hour is like falling 3 stories. And airbags deploy at 200 miles per hour, and if you're not restrained, you could collide with them and cause serious injuries. The second leading excuse was seatbelts are uncomfortable. Seatbelts are designed so the driver can reach the necessary controls. So if it's uncomfortable to you, it's either because you're leaning or reaching for something, and if that's the case, then you probably should pull over. Seatbelts are more comfortable than broken bones or death. And the third leading excuse was, if my car submerges or catches fire, I'll be trapped, I can't get out. Less than half of 1% of car accidents are caused by submersion or fire. And the truth is, with your seatbelt on, and if one of these two instances were to happen, you're more likely to be alert, so you could then try to escape. You wouldn't get on a roller coaster and not fasten your seatbelt. You wouldn't get on a boat and not wear a life jacket. You wouldn't ride a motorcycle without a helmet. At least I hope you wouldn't. Hope common sense would tell you that's not a smart idea. So I don't know why you would get in a car and not put your seatbelt on. It takes 5 seconds. It's something that you need to make a habit, because the consequences of dying are way more important than if you were to just reach over and put your seatbelt on. It's something that you guys need to make a habit, and I hope that you can follow through and start wearing your seatbelts. Thank you.